Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back. How we doing? I hope everybody's doing really well today, feeling super healthy. Everyone in your family is super healthy. Today, our writing focus is going to be about sentence building. So in our first video for writing, we talked about informational writing. And informational writing is writing that tells you information and teaches the reader something. So in our first video, we talked about illustrations and how to make a really great illustration or how to be a great illustrator to make your drawings and your pictures awesome and have lots of details and colors and labeling. So in this lesson or in this video, we're going to focus on sentence formation and stretching out our sounds. As you know, stretching out our sounds helps us read words, but it also helps you write words. So reading and writing always go together hand in hand. And then we talked about all the new things that we learned about owls and what owls do, where they live, what they look like, what they eat. So we're going to use that information to write sentences today about owls so that we can teach our reader something. So let's start with our learning target. Repeat after me. I can use information to write about animals I know. Very good. Awesome job. So like I said, what we were talking about for our topic is all about owls. So first I want to talk about just a few small reminders as we're getting ready to do our writing and make some sentences. The first reminder, and we talked about this in our last lesson when we wrote all about frogs, is that we can use a word bank to help us write sentences. So this is called a word bank or an idea bank, and it will give you visuals, pictures with words to help you kind of brainstorm what you might want to talk about. So for our idea bank, for our informational piece about owls, our words were owl, eyes, night, and trees. So start thinking about, when we read this story, what did we learn about owls and their eyes and what they do at night? And something about trees. And then over here, we have something called sentence stems. Sentence stems are when part of the sentence is already there, and then you have to finish the sentence all by yourself. A lot of you guys at this point are able to write the whole sentence all by yourself. And if you are, go for it. We encourage you to write your sentences all by yourself and not copy the teacher. But if you need a little additional support, then that's what these are here for, okay? All right, so let's do a few of our reminders for writing good sentences. These are the same as last week because this is something that all kindergartners kind of need to work on and remind themselves of, and sometimes I do too, honestly, when we're writing good sentences. So the first one is leave spaces between words. If you don't leave the spaces between words, your sentence will sound very funny like this. I ran faster in one. I ran faster in one. That doesn't sound like a sentence, does it? It sounds like I'm mumbling something weird. But when we have spaces between our words, we can read it like this. I ran faster and won. So it makes our writing make more sense to the reader. Our second reminder for writing good sentences is to write a letter for each sound. So you want to write a letter for every sound you hear. If you're writing the word ran, and you're sounding out ran, you want to make sure to write a letter for every sound you hear. A good way to do that is to stretch out the word. Instead of saying sun, you'll say sun. That way your brain hears all the sounds in the word and you can write all the letters in the word. Our last reminder for writing good sentences is to put a period at the end of every sentence. This is hard for a lot of you guys sometimes. I think you just get excited about your writing and you forget to end your thought. So every time you're writing and your thought is over, before you start a new thought, you need to put a period, punch. Start a new thought, say your whole idea, then put a period, punch. Then you start a new idea, you say the whole thing, and then you put a period, punch. Okay, so this is what our writing paper is going to look like today. And we will watch a video of Miss Felvable practicing writing some of these sentences. and then you get a chance to do it yourself.
Welcome back for the part 2 of writing.
If you are just watching this video, it should be Thursday, I do believe, for the writing portion of our writing assignment. So we have been talking about informational writing. Last week we learned all about frogs. This week we are learning about owls. So we did a little bit of research, we read a story, we drew our illustrations and labeled and put it in a real setting with details about where you would find an owl and when they're awake and when you find owls at night. And now we get to write some sentences about owls, okay? So it's the same format as last week because I just wanted to keep it consistent for you guys so you know what to expect. If you want to write your own sentences, you do not have to copy this. You can write your own sentences all by yourself if you want. And you do not have to write the same thing I'm doing. If you need the support, then I would suggest copying what I'm doing, my turn, your turn, and you can pause the video as we go if I'm going too fast. But let's get started. So we're going to do the same as we did last week. We're going to, I'm going to trace my words and write my words with red and green markers. Red meaning it's a red word, it's a sight word, we need to copy it, we know it out of our head. Green means go, use your sounds, right? So instead of copying from my idea bank or my word bank over here, instead I'm just going to try my best to use my sounds, okay? And sound out my words. I'm going to practice stretching my sounds and then writing the letters that I hear. Because that is one of the skills that we're practicing this week is using finger spaces, period punch, and stretching out those sounds that you don't know. Even if it's a sight word that you don't know the sound for, that is completely fine. Make sure you are stretching your sounds out for that, or look on a sight word list and just copy it, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I have my little pencil for my finger spaces over here. If you prefer to use your finger, that's fine. A popsicle stick, that's fine. A pencil, that's fine. I like to use a pencil because that way I can still use my hands over here, okay? All right, so first word, or first sentence we're going to write is this an owl over here, okay? So we need to tell people the picture that we drew above, this is an owl, okay? So our first word is this. I'm going to put my pencil over here. This is a red word. T-H-I-S. This. T-H-I-S. This. We always say the letter names when we're writing sight words. We never sound it out. Always say the letter names, okay? This. Finger. Space. Very good. Is. Sight word. That's going to be red. I-S. Is. This is finger space. And. Sight word. And. This is an owl. Owl is not a sight word, so I'm going to put my red one away. Get out the green. Green means go. Use those sounds. Here we go. Owl. First letter. Oh, very good. Owl. W. Owl. L. Very good. And what do we always need at the end of our sentences? Please don't forget. First grade will love you if you remember. Period punch, right. So put a period, big old period at the end. Boom. Okay. This is an owl. Next sentence. We talked about owls have big eyes, right? We saw that in our story. So we're going to write, it has big eyes. It has big eyes. 4 words. Here we go. It. Gotta put away my green. That's a sight word. Red word. Stop. Collaborate and listen. Okay, sorry. It. Finger. Space. Has. That's a sight word. H-A-S. Has. Finger. Space. Now these are tricky ones. Has and big you can use your sounds for, but they actually are red words. We want you to know them really fast, okay? It has big. So we're going to spell it. B-I-G. Big. Okay? It has big. Big what? Eyes. Very good. Now eyes, that's a very tricky word. Those are rules we have not learned yet. Finger space. I'm going to get my green marker. Green means go. I have to use my sounds. And I'm going to try my best to listen to the sounds I hear. Okay? Stretch it out with me. Eyes. Eyes. What's the first letter that you hear? I hear an I too. Saying its name. So I'm going to put I. Eyes. Eyes. I hear like a Z and an S. I'm not really sure which. Eyes. Eyes. Maybe I'll put eyes. I hear ZS. That's tricky. Now, is that the real spelling of eyes? No, it's not. But are we using our kindergarten sounds? Absolutely. So that is how we're going to write the word eyes. That is not the correct way of writing the word eyes, but there are so many rules in the English language that we use our kindergarten sounds until you learn enough words and enough vocabulary to spell everything the right way. Okay? It has big eyes. Now, if you know how to spell the word eyes, are you going to use your sounds or are you just going to spell it the right way? Spell it the right way. Very good. Period. Punch. Don't forget those period punches. All right. It has big eyes. Next one. Down here. Something about the nighttime. Let's read. It is up at night. Okay. Sight word. It. Red. Here we go. Oopsies. T. It. Finger. Space. Is. Sight word again. S is finger space. It is up. Sight word again. U P up. It is up at another sight word. That's a sight word. A T at. It is up at night. I know that letter. Like no. Very good. And What letter do you hear next? I do hear that one. No T yet. Good job. Now some of you said, wait a minute. The I said its name, so should we have a magic E? Well, it's up to you. What do you think? This is not the correct way to spell night, so we're just using our sounds and doing the best we can. But if you want your reader to remember, don't say it, say night. You might want to put an magic E at the end, because magic E makes the vowel say its name. Very good. So we're going to write night this way. Is this the correct way to spell night? No. But are we using our kindergarten sounds? Absolutely. What do we need at the end? Period. Punch. Very good. It is up at night. Last sentence. Here we go. We're almost done. We can do it, guys. I see some trees over here. I wonder what this sentence is going to be. It is in a tree. That's right. Very good. It again. Sight word. Red word. I T it finger space is I S is finger space in red word again. I'm going to change my color. I N in. Very good. Finger space. It is in a sight word. Learned that one at the beginning of school. A finger space. Tree. Is tree a sight word? No. So I have to get my green. Green means go. Use your sounds. Tree. What two letters do you hear? T. What? R. Very good. Tree. And some of you know when you have two E's, it says its name, right? Tree. If you don't know that rule, you can just write T-R-E. And that's okay too. Okay? Sorry about that. And what do we need at the end? Period. Punch. Very good. Let's read it. It is in a tree. We did it. We wrote all 4 sentences. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's read our sentences. Here we go. My turn first. This is an owl. Your turn. Very good. My turn. It has big eyes. Your turn. Very nice. My turn. It is up at night. Your turn. Very nice. Last sentence. Here we go. My turn first. It is in a tree. Your turn. You did it. Great job, boys and girls. So we finished writing our sentences to match our illustration. And let me show you. We did it. It's a complete masterpiece. We have our illustration of our owl to teach people that owls are awake at night. And that's when they hunt for their food. They like to sit in trees while they look for their food. Or maybe sleep sometimes during the day. Who knows? And then we wrote our sentences. They have big eyes. They're up at night. And they like to be in trees. All right? So we are all done. So I want you guys to give this a try and see if you can make your sentences just like Miss Spell Label. Okay? You can pause this video right now and copy it. Or you can try to make your own sentences. I can't wait to see what you guys do. Good luck. And don't forget, post your pictures so you can get some dojo points. Can't wait to see all your hard work. Love you guys. Bye. All right. So now, boys and girls, it is your turn. Yay. So your job and your task for your assignment for writing today is pretty simple. You have to write your sentences with me. So you can go back and do it with me, watch the video again. Or in just a minute, I'm going to show you the finished product of our sentences, and you can just pause it and copy the sentences and try to do it just like I did, okay? 3 reminders. Don't forget your finger spaces. Don't forget to use your sounds. And don't forget to put a period at the end of each sentence. So those are your 3 reminders as you write. So here's our last example. Boom. There it is. So you can go ahead and pause the video now. This is the end of our video. And go ahead and copy these sentences. Always do it with pencil first, just in case you make a mistake. And then you can trace with red and green crayons if you want, or red and green markers to show me that you know which ones are red words and which ones are use your sound words, green words, right? I cannot wait to see all your awesome sentences and your posts all about owls. And I hope you have an awesome weekend. Love you. Bye.